We're covering Colorado first and elevating Latino voices on CBS News Colorado. I'm Michelle Griego, excited to bring you this special program focused on the heritage and impact of Latinos right here in Colorado. Impact on the state's civic life, business, health, and the arts. Latinos are key contributors to the success of Colorado. So it's not surprising so many Latinos choose to become American citizens in our state. Every year, thousands of Coloradans prepare for the U.S. citizenship exam. We visited a class with residents studying English, U.S. history, and government. Michael Spencer shares how they're also helping each other build confidence for the big day.
Bienvenidos a clase.
At Denver Public Schools' Far Northeast Community Hub, aspiring citizens create community while studying U.S. civics.
Manuel, why do you want to become a U.S. citizen?
For a better life.
For a better life?
Teacher Felice Morales says for people who didn't attend U.S. schools, some parts of the civic studies are challenging.
Knowing why the Civil War happened, why World War II happened, who we fought during those times. So it's really hard for them to memorize the names and memorize the whole history.
Luz Ocampo has returned to visit classmates a day after passing the citizenship exam.
What is the first president? George Washington.
She prepared for 7 months and wants her friends to know it all paid off.
I feel nervous, excited, and the test is easy.
Luz and her daughter Itzel studied together and challenged one another.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
Okay.
Itzel didn't want her mother to get tripped up during the interview because of her limited English.
I want my family proud for me.
So she urged Luz to make sure she took time to absorb and understand what was being asked.
I think it was pretty hard with her, but it's because I love her and I want her to succeed, you know?
In the course of preparing, Itzel was surprised to find what some Coloradans didn't know.
And I was like, what do you mean you don't know? If you're from here, you're supposed to know more about your government, but they don't.
Morales says students eventually are fascinated by the structure of U.S. government and feel better informed to follow current affairs.
And this is where checks and balances come into place. There's 3 branches of government. No branch is higher than any, all of them are the same. No branch has more power than the other.
And with new understanding, these new and aspiring U.S. citizens look forward to taking part in the democratic process.
I want votes in the next elections.
I want to help the country and my people in this way.
I became U.S. citizen.
Tepeyac Community Health Center is a beacon of hope for so many people. For more than 30 years now, Tepeyac has worked to bring high-quality, affordable health care to underserved communities in Denver. As Kelly Worthman explains, building talent is part of that mission.
Paulina Segovia is a physician's assistant at Tepeyac Community Health Center. She sees an average of 20 patients a day, providing primary care and filling a need.
I just fell in love with helping the community that basically raised me and being able to give back to people that I identify with.
Segovia trained at Tepeyac while studying to be a physician's assistant at Red Rocks Community College. Her grandparents were doctors in Monterrey, Mexico, and she grew up marveling at how they healed their neighbors.
My grandfather's a magician. How was he able to help people? And I grew up very much wanting and desiring that magic. I wanted to help people like he was helping people. ¿Tú te estás sintiendo bien?
Segovia spends her days going back and forth between English and Spanish, providing the culturally competent care that's Tepeyac's hallmark.
The art of medicine really is interacting with patients and being able to provide that compassionate care.
Pueblo has a rich Mexican heritage and the highest per capita percentage of Latinos in Colorado. Pueblo and Colorado wouldn't be what they are today without one family who continues to give back. Michael Abeyta tells us the story of the often forgotten Autobees of Colorado.
This dry land about 20 miles east of Pueblo and just north of the Huérfano River is where one of Colorado's pioneers staked their claim. And even though he played a major role in Colorado history and his ancestors continue to give back to the southern Colorado community, there's a good chance you've never heard of him. If you're down in the Pueblo area and you look close enough, you'll see it everywhere.
That's me. That's my dad.
On the Veterans Memorial in Avondale, but also on street signs, historical markers, statues, and of course, in the St. Vrain Cemetery in Boone.
Many of the Autobee family are buried here.
The last name Autobee is prominent in these parts for a good reason. Charles Autobee, part French-Canadian, part First Nations, and part Irish. He was the first non-Ute, Cheyenne, or Arapaho person to settle in what is today Pueblo County, thanks to a Mexican land grant.
We're the second oldest family. We're the first settlement in southern Colorado.
Gloria Martinez is a descendant of Charles Autobee and the president of the Autobee Club. She says there are tens of thousands of descendants of Charles Autobee still living in Colorado who built the state into what it is today.
We're not only a living family, but we have done great things.
Staff Sergeant George M. Autobee, and he dies on the beaches of Normandy trying to liberate France. I mean, what type of story is that for our family to say, look, we started there and we went all the way back to liberate our country, our homeland.
Another Autobee still in Colorado is George Autobee. He says the Autobee family is large and diverse, made up of Chicanos, Mexicanos, white Americans, and Native Americans. They're soldiers, politicians, dentists, news reporters, and chiefs, and they all carry with them the legacy and mission of their Grandpa Charles.
As everybody came and left, we were the only ones to stay here. And because they stayed here, they made it safe.
He says even though Charles Autobee was a Wild West pioneer working alongside Kit Carson, while Bill Hickok, Buffalo Bill, and rescuing people at the Sand Creek Massacre, the Autobee name is nearly forgotten because when the United States took over the area, which was once part of Mexico, they took the Autobee land.
Our people were colonized.
Gloria Martinez says more Coloradans should know about the Autobees who are still here and building Colorado's future.
Respect the name. We don't think the state of Colorado recognizes us well enough.
In Boone, Michael Areta, covering Colorado First.
Just ahead, learn why a businessman is committed to improving how the food we eat is sourced and delivered. Plus, one family's infectious love of corn. You won't want to miss it. Farmer and entrepreneur Roberto Mesa wants to change the way Coloradans access food. Mesa is the CEO and founder of Hearty Provisions, a Denver-based supplier of locally grown foods, working with school districts, restaurants, and other institutions. His vision is to bring healthy and nutritious food to all communities.
The whole warehouse is about 15,000 square feet.
At the food hub on Yuma Street, where Hearty Provisions shares infrastructure, team members prepare to deliver fresh produce to school districts across the Front Range.
All of this really is focused on getting good food to students.
Traceability of its products is key to the mission of Hearty Provisions. CEO Roberto Mesa says knowing where everything comes from fortifies the supply chain.
Customers, our schools, food service companies, chefs and restaurants know what they're getting, who grew it, and how it was grown.
Mesa became aware of the impact of food quality when he experienced health issues as a grad student at MIT.
I want to see a food system that takes care of communities, have their best interests in mind, whether they're on the producer side or the customer side.
He and his business partner, David Demerling, bought 35 acres of land in Bennett, Colorado. There's now a greenhouse there growing microgreens. Mesa envisions using this land to train young farmer entrepreneurs.
And with the help of the Ag and Food Lab, we're preparing them for the business administration elements of running a farm, as well as the technical opportunities and now market access through the food hub.
Roberto Mesa is gradually building a food system he hopes will heal communities, like it healed him, a system that he says values care, compassion, equity, and resilience. Maíz, or corn, is revered in Mexican culture, and preparing corn as elote is a passion for one Colorado family. A sweet ear of roasted corn topped with mayo and cheese, special sauces, and chili powder. Jasmine Arenas takes us to Southwest Denver for a visit to Moreno's Corn Cart.
Hola, buenas tardes. Pásenle aquí con Moreno's Corn. Ya estamos aquí.
We come over that hill, we're like, is there a tent? Yes, they're over there. So we stop whenever they have their tent up.
That type of customer reaction is a dream come true for businessman Jose Moreno.
Come here.
He associates corn with joy.
My family and me love the corn. Since you are a child, when you try the corn, oh, you love it. We try to do the best of us. Recipe, flavors, everything, so the people enjoy it.
Moreno's love for this food is contagious. A late summer night made extra special with a stop here on West Mississippi to taste elote, also known as esquite, made unique with special sauces.
It's just a unique taste. You're just like, wow, this all mixes in together.
I used to come almost every day. It's good. It's really good.
So they use this homemade hot sauce that they make, and that's really what makes it good as well.
Yeah.
And they're just wonderful people.
Yeah.
You know, they're really good people, so we like supporting them.
The Moreno family rallied to support Dad's dream of connecting with the community through time-honored recipes.
We try to be a family with everyone that coming here.
And they're grateful to see customers love their food.
It's very heartwarming that they choose to come to us and to buy something that they want to treat themselves with.
In Southwest Denver, Jasmine Arenas covering Colorado First.
It is a cherished tradition for Latino families. We'll look at the meaning and fanfare of this rite of passage and how a group in Denver is working to preserve ancient traditions from Mexico. That and more coming up. It's a key rite of passage for young women in Latin American cultures, a quinceañera or a 15th birthday where many families go all out, marking a daughter's growth from childhood to adulthood. You've likely seen a quinceañera photo shoot here at the Columns at Cheeseman Park. Well, now we visit a Denver shop, turning quinceañera dreams into reality.
I love glitter.
Alayla Flores is preparing for her quinceañera party. Family will travel from out of state to be here.
I've been waiting a while because my family's always talked about it. And I'm really excited. I'm excited to see my family and just celebrate.
Alayla's mom, Jessica, is excited too for her daughter to have the type of celebration she never had.
Nothing big like this. So I think it's a tradition that I want to have my daughter to have, you know, to keep going.
For families who have daughters, I think that's one of the most important events of their lives. It's a step when the girls become young ladies, and we like to celebrate it big.
Lorena Rodriguez founded Emily's Boutique, named after her daughter. Rodriguez says quinceañera planning begins a year or more in advance.
It's just like they have to reserve the venue, they have to reserve the church. For the dress, when they choose the dress, it takes about 6 months for the dress to be ready.
Emily Robles, now 5 years past her own quinceañera, says it helped her figure out who she was and who her friends were.
Like, oh, like, you should come to my quince if you're free this weekend. It was just like nice to kind of come out of my shell for once, and then it kind of led to opening up a little bit more throughout high school.
Alayla models dresses for us, but no one will see her real dress until the day of her party, where there will be a waltz, a surprise dance, royal court, and so much more.
They feel like princesses. It's just like a big celebration. Everybody's looking at them, and they look beautiful.
This year, the city of Aurora celebrated the legacy of Tejano music queen Selena at Global Fest. Now, Tori Mason tells us the story about Mayra Alejandra, who grew up in Aurora and says she owes her career to the music legend.
Aurora is amazing. I love Aurora. It has all different type of people.
Mayra Alejandra says performing at Aurora's Global Fest is a dream come true. And it's her belief that Selena, too, would have loved taking the stage at the celebration of international cultures.
Her goal was to unite. This unites people, and that's what we need more than ever right now. We need unison.
Alejandra admires how Selena overcame barriers and stayed true to herself when others tried to limit her.
Her music is just, it makes me so happy, and it makes everyone happy, including the beats, the lyrics. They each have like a message, a happy message.
Alejandra says it stands to reason that Selena maintained such a hold on our culture, even 30 years after her death. She feels shaped by Selena herself and understands why others derive so much joy from her tribute performances.
She was full of love and compassionate and so down to earth that people could relate to her. She's a star that was shining her own light. She was a true star.
Performing as Selena, says Myra Alejandra, is about sharing happiness. Tori Mason, covering Colorado First.
Students are so passionate about this form of music, one university decided it should be offered as a major. And how artists create and display joyous symbols to celebrate the memories of lost loved ones. That and more is still ahead. For 45 years, Grupo Tlaloc has worked to protect and preserve Mexican Aztec dance and to educate Coloradans on its traditions. Jasmine Arenas tells us how the group and its dancers are preparing the next generation to carry on these traditions.
Grupo Tlaloc is often invited to perform community blessings and join in celebrations. Their presentations are spiritual.
They are sacred dances, they are a form of prayer, so we're trying to let them know that this is our way of life, our heritage, our culture that we are preserving.
For many devotees of the danza, rehearsing and presenting is a form of release.
I feel warmth when I'm here, and I feel connected and loved.
Carlos Castañeda has led Grupo Tlaloc for more than 3 decades. It wasn't until passage of the American Indian Religious Freedom Act of 1978 that presentations such as these were protected forms of expression in the U.S.
What we are doing here, we are preserving an ancient tradition, but we're also protecting it.
Castañeda works to continually inspire young dancers to join Grupo Tlaloc.
They're the ones that's going to continue it once we're long gone.
And the dance is healing. Sisters Kylie and Mia Singh say they feel changed and more confident since joining Grupo Tlaloc. The regalia that's worn is all earned with continued dedication to learning.
It's made me feel like I'm a part of something.
I've noticed the way I present myself. I noticed like the strength in how I feel about myself and how I feel about my family and how I feel about the community around me.
Tlaloc is the Aztec god of rain. As the dancers share stories of resilience through their moves, they know too the preservation of these traditions is also a form of resistance.
The stories are beautiful.
Metro State University of Denver has built a reputation as a school with unique programs. And now there's something new for people interested in music and culture. Mariachi music will fill the hallways as MSU Denver has put together an individualized degree program in mariachi performance and culture. Members of the Mariachi Club say learning the genre has helped them grow as people and musicians.
The music style and Mexicanos as a whole, we're a very emotional people. Being able to portray that musically, I think is beautiful.
Students taking part in the mariachi major are required to have Spanish language proficiency or 2 semesters of Spanish, and they also take business courses in order to understand the operations and financial side of running a performance business. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a festive holiday honoring the cycle of life and committing ourselves to always remember the impact of our loved ones who are no longer with us. A group of artists is taking part in an exhibit traveling across Colorado to spread awareness of this increasingly popular celebration. Calaveras, or decorated skulls, are a beloved tradition in Mexican culture, decorated in homage to loved ones who have died.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
I'm glad you like it. Where are you coming from?
Yo vengo from LA.
What is your name?
Teresa.
Teresa, mucho gusto. Yo soy Charlo.
Bien bonito, ven. Esto está bien bonito.
On the busy A concourse at Denver International Airport, travelers are treated to the Calaveras en mi Ciudad exhibit.
The project was created to support and uplift Latino artists. So we've been around for 5 years.
The artist Charlo created his calavera to honor his grandmother, who he never met.
But my mom used to tell me stories about her all the time. And then I made this calavera thinking of her, so I included a lot of words and symbols that remind me of her, and I put her name somewhere in the calavera too.
Charlo encourages visitors to engage with the art pieces and to be open to surprise.
My art is all about that unexpected moment of joy that you get when you discover something in life.
On Dia de los Muertos, celebrants recognize that death is part of life, and remembering the impact of lost loved ones is healing. Every year, the Mexican Cultural Center and Colorado Symphony join to present Latin Beats, Sonidos de las Americas, at Betcher Concert Hall. It's a free concert that brings the community together to celebrate diverse music and dance traditions. We at CBS Colorado are proud to be a partner for this wonderful concert.
Music is everything to us. Music is in everything we do.
Latin American cultures have a long history of using music and dance for storytelling, expressing emotion, and uniting generations. It's woven into the fabric of the culture. Folklorico is traditional to Mexico, made up of intricate regional dances, elaborate costumes, and unique music. Folklorico is center stage during the Latin Beats concert.
To see ourselves represented on stage is what this is all about.
The Colorado Symphony has been partnering with the Mexican Cultural Center for this annual concert for some 20 years.
It's a marriage of both symphony music and traditional cultural elements.
Symphony music has deep roots in Latin America. Hispanic composers often combine classical orchestra elements with indigenous melodies and African rhythms to create a whole new sound. Mariachi is another key element of the Latin Beats concert. Audiences love the passionate, expressive performance.
This is about inviting our community into the beautiful space of DCPA, into the beautiful stage of Betcher Concert Hall, and seeing ourselves reflected here so that we know that this is a space of belonging for all of us.
Latin Beats is music and traditions that everyone can enjoy. We at CBS Colorado are proud of our commitment to elevate Latino voices all throughout the year, and we want to hear from you. So reach out to us and tell us your stories. I'm Michelle Griego. Thanks so much for joining us.